Hey guys, Ben from Fifth Films here. Today we continue the Star Wars series by reviewing Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
What's up, boys? Today we got a special guest appearance in The Reds.
Hey guys, happy to be here.
Happy to have you.
Goddamn.
Alright, so this film begins with Obi-Wan and Anakin attempting to rescue Chancellor Palpatine from the CIS during this big battle over Coruscant. They fly on board the CIS cruiser and find Palpatine. They have to fight Dooku, though. Obi-Wan gets taken out. Anakin beats Dooku, and as they're making their escape, they get captured and then brought to General Grievous. They fight off some of Grievous's Magna Guards, and Grievous makes his escape during all this. And then the battle-torn cruiser starts to go down, and they steer it and crash land it on the planet.
I wouldn't say I hate the scene, dislike it moderately. Way too much CGI. You get about 3 living creatures in the whole damn shot, so it's like, you know, I don't know. It's not that great to me.
I personally disagree. I mean, I don't really mind the CGI, and you get a really cool start to this movie, which we haven't really gotten in the prequels yet, and it comes out with one of my favorite spaceship battles.
Right, but R2 killing 2 super battle droids, over the top.
Incredible.
It's incredible.
Scene. When they get back to the surface of Coruscant, Anakin finds out that Padme is pregnant, and then he begins to have nightmares about her dying.
I think this is great because Padme and Anakin, both of the actor portrayals here, are perfect. You get Hayden Christensen finally showing correct emotion for once. Like, it's actually not misplaced. And overall, it's like, you know, it's just a good scene, an emotional scene in a movie that suffers from other things.
He goes through every perfect, emotion of that moment in, 3 seconds. It goes through shock, fear, and trying to be happy in front of Padme about the whole situation.
Right.
So,
Annie, I'm pregnant.
That's... That's wonderful.
Palpatine then appoints Anakin to the Jedi Council. The Council agrees, but does not make Anakin a Jedi Master.
What?
They also ask Anakin to spy on the Chancellor. In Anakin's confusion, Palpatine reveals to Anakin that there's a dark side ability to save his loved ones.
alright, so this is one of the very best scenes in the movie because it nails something that George Lucas is not usually all that good at, which is subtlety. You know, in this one scene, he reveals to Anakin his possible origin story, though it goes over Anakin's head. He also manipulates Anakin even further by, playing on his desperation to save Padme and to protect her. And this is the second big instance of manipulation by Palpatine on Anakin. The other one being when he gets Anakin to kill Dooku, which is something that he doesn't initially want to do.
After all this, the Clone Wars reaches its climax, and Obi-Wan is sent to Utapau to apprehend the new CIS leader, General Grievous. While this happens, Yoda is then sent to Kashyyyk to battle off invasion for the Wookiees. While Obi-Wan and Yoda are away, Anakin again consults with Chancellor Palpatine. Once there, Palpatine reveals that he is the Sith Lord they've been looking for. Pissing his pants about this, he goes to tell Mace Windu about it. And pretty much, Windu collects this group of incompetent Jedi who can't do jack shit, and they all get their asses kicked within 3 seconds. So Mace Windu pretty much serves Palpatine's ass on a platter and pins him up against a windowsill and is about to fucking end it. But then Anakin shows up and goes, "I need him!" And pretty much results in Mace Windu getting his hands severed off, and we get this bullshit.
So at this point, Anakin's really crossed the point of no return. He's assisted Palpatine in killing another Jedi. He has no choice but to pledge himself to Palpatine's teachings in order to try to save Padme. That's really all he has left. So Palpatine makes him into Darth Vader and then executes Order 66, which is all the clones turning on the Jedi and then killing them all. He then creates the Galactic Empire out of the Galactic Republic, and, democracy dies, as Padme puts it.
Thunderous applause. Fucking worst line ever.
Fortunately, Obi-Wan and Yoda survive Order 66 and travel back to Coruscant, where they learn of Anakin's actions.
Obi-Wan and Padme arrive on Mustafar, and Anakin force chokes his own wife, which has got to be some sort of Star Wars, domestic abuse or something. And then after some awkward dialogue, we get probably the best lightsaber fight in all of Star Wars between Anakin and Obi-Wan. Back on Coruscant, we have Yoda, who approaches the Chancellor, and they fight, which ends in a stalemate, and Yoda kind of flees the scene. This part actually really bothers me because, you got all of the Jedi Order resting on Yoda's shoulder, and he just kind of bails on it. But then back on Mustafar, Obi-Wan, with his trademark high ground, slices Anakin into about 13 pieces, and yeah.
So pretty much after this, Palpatine finds Anakin's charred-ass body and turns him into his next home improvement project and puts some like sweet-ass black leather on him. We get Darth Vader. While this happens, Obi-Wan and Yoda meet up on Polis Massa with one of the greatest characters ever conceived in Star Wars, Bail Organa. Barely in the movie, but he just kicks ass. Awesome lines.
I'm sorry, sir. It's time for you to leave.
And so it is.
But pretty much Padme is giving birth to her 2 kids, and it's a little weird. She dies of a broken heart mid-childbirth, but she births Luke and Leia, and they have to be split up at birth so that Anakin can't find both of them. But after this, we get Anakin going, "No!" Worst fucking line in Star Wars history. But they start building the Death Star, and that's the end of the movie. Natalie's kaput, and Vader has arrived.
So in the opinion of most people, myself definitely included, Revenge of the Sith is the best prequel. It's probably my 3rd favorite of the entire, Star Wars movie out of the entire saga. Everything has taken a huge step up from the last 2 efforts. The whole movie, all around is very, very solid. The story's great. The pacing is much better. The score is, phenomenal. The fight scenes are some of the best that we've ever seen. And the acting, of course, there's a cheesy moment here and there, but it's for the most part very, very good. And the relationships between Anakin and Obi-Wan and then Anakin and Padme feel so much more genuine and like heartfelt in this movie. It's a lot better.
Yeah, I have some gripes with this movie. CGI is just overwhelming. Way too many over-the-top scenes like R2-D2 taking down 2 super battle droids like that.
Sweet. That's awesome.
It's over the top.
It's awesome.
But on the other hand, you got Natalie Portman again, even though she's Natalie Porkins. But you also get some sweet lightsaber fights and an awesome Execute Order 66 scene where you got a bunch of Jedi getting just absolutely wasted and awesome music to go along with it.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely love this movie. I loved all the prequels. I love all the Star Wars movies, and especially Episode 3. It just really got me into the franchise, and it's just my childhood, basically. The movie is just really fast-paced and exciting with all the lightsaber battles, and you get to see a bunch of fighting scenes in the clones and the droids and all the war and everything. You get some really badass bad guys with Grievous, even though he died in a pretty way.
Lame death, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, also some great deliveries of Obi-Wan and Chancellor Palpatine by Ewan McGregor and Ian McDiarmid. I mean, those guys really got into the roles, and it was really cool.
Steal the show.
Loved the movie. And our final grades for this movie are...
Hey guys, thanks again for watching. Sorry about the production hell this video's been in, but now that it's finally out, we look to make a lot of videos very quickly, so stay tuned.